fucked it up. Like this night. You know, put you 10. Ooh. Both rides gave $10 tip. Both rides. Yay. See, they give me a ride coming out of here. $55.83. Hour and 16 minutes. And there's always heavy police presence here, man. Come on, shoot me one, y'all. Shoot me one leaving here, because if not, I'm going to turn it off until I get close. There it goes. Yeah, I went through there, right there. One sign I had to pay $1 something. I drove straight back out and it was $1 something. I was like, oh man. So I'm gonna see. Mr. Liam?
How you doing, sir?
I'm alright, how about
You can
yourself?
stay in. I don't need
Oh. Press the circle button. Press the circle button.
How you doing, brother?
I'm alright, how about yourself?
Good, man. Thank you. I wanted to check one of these things out.
Oh, it's a nice
You like
car.
it?
Yeah, it's a nice car. I drive all the time, so I'm
Yeah, right. This is your office.
yeah. It's very smooth, very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Please use
Very
your seatbelt
responsive.
for your safety.
Yeah, I bet.
On the acceleration and the braking.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, because cars will go in front of me. They'll pass a red light right in front of me. And, just because they're in the wrong doesn't mean I'm gonna hit them. I try to do my best. But it stops real quick and it doesn't even skid or nothing.
That's cool.
Yeah, I could have nailed someone Saturday and Sunday.
Golly. Yeah, I'm in Nashville now, but I used to live up in Dallas, and man, Texas driving's a different deal. That's what
That's all I know. So
yeah, I'll tell you what, it ain't like that everywhere. People do not give a shit here.
no, they think their time is more important than yours.
Yeah, just gotta be. You gotta get in that mindset.
You gotta be a defensive driver over here.
Yeah, for sure.
And try your best not to honk at anybody
Mm-hmm.
unless you need to. Look at this van. He just got over 2 times without a blinker.
That's right.
And like, it looks like he's driving a company car, so he should know better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a taxi cab, no wonder.
Mm-hmm.
From a cat. That diffuses a lot of.
That's right.
Yeah,
The power of the wave.
thank you. Oh, they're not mad anymore. That's how I am too. Oh, what, they cut me off? Oh, okay, they waving. Oh, they're Would you like a little air?
I'm doing okay, thank
All
you,
right.
though.
Yeah, the air fogs up the windshield. But I can deal with it though.
No, I'm good.
I was just on my way out of the airport and I got your ride. I guess there's not many Comfort Electrics sitting out there.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I saw it.
Oh, the wait time was a little less.
What's that?
The wait time was a little less.
No, it's all about the same. I just, this is just what I preferred.
My name's Chris. I'm your driver. I'm recording for RC. People in that lane don't want to be in that lane. It happened to me before, but I just kept on going that way. I said, oh man.
Right.
One time some people, I guess they got in a little collision. They just left their cars right there. They're just right here. I'm like, I don't know. They probably don't know the laws. 'Cause now they're gonna be in a wreck again. Somebody kissed me the other day when I was coming over here, and of course I'm gonna get out the car. I don't care if it's on the freeway, so they don't burn off. It was a girl. It's like, damn.
Kelly, how you doing? Good? Just on the way from the airport to the hotel. Figured you had a couple extra minutes, so may as well use it. Assistant or PA, and then doctorate in physical therapy or DBT. Do you want me to just why don't I start with the PA space, because that probably has the highest level of needs. So if you think about the platform that's in UAT, if you go to a student's portfolio, you'll see a few different tabs, and one is their requirements, one is the assessments that they've completed, one is the patient encounters that they've logged, and then the time that they log for when they're in the clinic. And that typically is like, I was at this hospital for 8 hours today. I was with this patient for 20 minutes. It's more generalized. So let me just talk about each of those things. So all of our users are going to, and this is clinical, this is beyond just these three groups, and this is probably even as we move into the trade space, all users are going to have some form of a requirement that they're going to need. It's probably also important to mention on the requirements front that we're really trying to build, think of a roadmap rotation could be anything, right? You have to go work with a patient. Yesterday we talked to the FFA, the Future Farmers of America. For them, they're going to be assessed on their skills in their trade space, plumber, HVAC, whatever. So despite the learner type, we're trying to build a rotation ecosystem that both sides of the house can build and establish requirements for. So if we start on the school side, school may want to say, well, just for you to be in a clinical program, whether it's nursing or PA program, to be a part of our College of Medicine or whatever, you have to show proof of the flu vaccination. So that requirement would be at the organization level, and then you would have requirements that might be specific to a program. For example, here's an easy one. If you're in the DPT program, that's in Building F, and we upload a document that shows you where to park, and you're going to do that requirement and attest to the fact that you saw it, right? Now, if you're in the College of Nursing, like their parking acetation may be totally different. You'll want the DPT program, student safety. So there's just that hierarchy of organization, program, and then rotation, because some rotations have different requirements than others. And then the last one typically is the site. And the parking one is another good example at the site level, right? I'm going to Vanderbilt Medical Center main campus. I may need to attest that I know where to park there, versus if I go to 100 Oaks, I may need to attest that I know where to park there. But you don't want those requirements overlapping if the student's not going to one. So those are kind of the four levels of hierarchy. Organization, program, rotation, site. And I think that's pretty universal. Now, you could have a really basic partnership where it's like one doctor, one building, and they don't have many requirements, right? So there's only a couple things. Now that same format is also used by the health system. So the health system can say, we have our organization requirements. If you're coming to Vanderbilt, we actually require a COVID vaccination as well. And that's for anybody coming into the entire enterprise. And then same thing, if you're in this program, if you're in the nursing program, ABC. If you're in this rotation, you need to do ABC. And if you're at this site, ABC. Where the rubber meets the road on this whole deal, and what doesn't really exist today, is that both sides can kind of create these requirements. And so that if Northern Arizona University says you have to have a flu vaccination, and the student does that just as a part of becoming, going into that program, then you fast forward 12 months and the student goes out on rotation, and then they go on rotation at a hospital, and the hospital says you have to have a flu vaccination. We want the system to look to the middle bucket to go, student's already done this. They don't need to upload this again, because we can see that it's been done. Does that make sense? So let me say it again real quick since I put out. I'm a student. I enroll in Northern Arizona University's PT program. Just by nature of going to the school, they say all of our students have to have a flu vaccination. Okay, the student does it, they upload the document, and the administrator that's responsible for that says, check, I approve. 6 months later, the student goes out on rotation. And the place that they're going on rotation says, hey, to come on rotation here, you have to have a flu vaccination. We want, when that secondary hit comes, we want the system to be smart enough to go, the student's already done this, it's already been approved, so the health system can see that. Now, they may say, we want to see it too. When they build their requirement, they can select, I need to be able to see this as well. But effectively, what we're trying to minimize is the student having to go into their portfolio, upload it again, every single time they go into the rotation. So I think requirements, that bucket of requirements is probably the most complex thing that we have. And the Compose team has kind of fucked it up a little bit, so we're trying to clean it up. But I think any client we partner with is likely going to have some form of a requirement at some point. It could just be, I attest that I read the student handbook. Okay. So then you move down the list to assessments, and I think you understand the assessment side of the house. Every single group that's on our platform is going to need assessments. That's where we're getting the most traction, most excitement. That's what people really give a shit about. This ability to use your QR code to get their feedback in real time. We want that. So everybody's going to need it. Now let's talk about logging. Well, any questions about that? Okay. Let's talk about logging a patient encounter. That's a long form that probably has, I don't know, maybe 10 different screens on it. You can see it in the student portfolio on APAT if you want to look at it. It needs a little bit of cleanup, but it's pretty close. And that is everything from, this is where I was, this is who I was with, and then it gets into specifics of the encounter type that the individual interacted with the patient, and the student needs to select ICD-10 codes. They need to decide, they need to indicate what medications they ordered, if medications are involved, a plan, things that are very specific to the APP and up space, advanced practitioners, so PAs, NPs, and then up to like MDs. Those people actually see patients and then say like, I'm telling you what to do because I have enough training to be able to do that. So that's the level that's really going to sit at most of the time is advanced practitioner and higher levels of training. There may be we'll have to get into this. We'll need to get a nurse expert to decide whether or not they want this. I don't think they will, but they may. Is do nurses need some lighter weight form of that clinical log? I think they're probably going to say no and say that the assessments are good enough. Because it's a lot of documentation. In a perfect world, we would just API into the EMRs, de-identify the patient, pull that data out. So the student didn't have to go mess around with it. Yeah, so that's definitely on the roadmap of like ideal state. You ingest that encounter record, and then maybe there's just a really lightweight form on the backside of it that says, student, what did you do? Maybe allow them to reflect on it, things like that. By the way, some of the old Masterboard designs that are at the bottom of the current Figma, you will see a call out of exposure to social determinants of health, personal reflections. Those are at the back end of that clinical encounter log, patient log. If you ever wonder what it is. That's where that data should be coming from. It's like, today, the patient that I saw said, they have a social determinant of health that is, they struggle with transportation. They click the radio button. Over time, that should feed that dashboard so the student can see what they're being exposed to. very meaningful data for the talent side of the house when we get to that. So that's the patient log. Any questions about that? Okay. And then the last one is the ability to log an encounter. Log the time spent in the clinic. I think this is something that we should probably just put in all versions of the platform. It may or may not be used, but I think it's so lightweight. It's like 4 sections of data to fill out. Like, what was the date? Where were you at? Who was your preceptor? And how many hours did you spend? Hours and minutes. That again is in the student portfolio on one of the top tabs. And we did ask Compose to make logging an encounter and logging time more prevalent on the student dashboard, primary dashboard. So in the PA world, the student would see 3 buttons that they could click. It would be request an assessment, log a patient encounter, log time. And that we did designs for that. It should be in. Okay. But that's, a little nuanced because like a nurse probably doesn't need log encounter or log time potentially. I think we have log time everywhere. People can either use it or not. Most programs are going to want to know how much time people are spending in their experiences. Yeah. Everything. Nurses would be request assessment and log time, and just put a question mark by log encounter. Hopefully we can keep it lightweight and not include that. And then doctor to physical therapy, it would be request assessment and log time. And as of now, we've not had anybody ask us about the logging encounter, although we did show that to a group at University of Louisiana Monroe, and I think they kind of got fired up about it, so I don't know, we'll see. The downside of that stuff is based on the clinical level, they'll require some reformatting, because they don't all have the same capabilities of what they're allowed to do as clinicians. And so like it wouldn't be relevant for a nurse to select an ICD-10 code because they just don't have that training. They just don't do that. So we'd have to like pull that out, maybe replace it with something else that they do. So yeah. The one last thing too that we heard yesterday, and I mentioned this to Josh this morning, that we need to put off to the side, which is if we have an opportunity to partner with the FFA, the other thing that they do, so like the FFA, we start getting into the trade space, they're going to want to be able to request assessments and log their time. But the other thing that they have to do, they have a track for their learners that is like an entrepreneurship track. On that track, the learners also have to log money that they've earned. That's like a part of the program, is they have to like go find a job, they have to earn money, so we would need a lightweight version of, I think it would kind of be like the time log, like where were you at, who are you with, what was the date, and then how much money did you earn that day. And so it effectively would be like a ledger, because they have a goal that they have to hit to be considered like complete or whatever. Yeah. So those are the major differences. Outside of that, I think as we continue to start moving towards more generalized language of assessment and evaluation, can leave the EPAs kind of in the DPT space because it seems like they're all fired up about those in that particular clinical specialty. But the other groups are going to want more generic language, like assessments and evaluations, request and evaluation, that kind of thing. So, Future Farmers of America. 1.4 million members. It's a good target for us. Yeah, we talked to them yesterday. The guy was super smart. He used to be on the Hill in Washington. He was really well.
What you going up
connected.
for, man?
It would be that'd be a big win.
I can't.
Yep. And just a little monkey wrench on the nurses. Nursing has many levels, like LPN, so certified nurse tech, LPN, RN, NP, nurse practitioner, and these fall into that advanced practice category. So the nurse practitioner level of nursing would require a patient log. And then, yeah.
See,
This is great.
enjoy your stay, sir.
Thank you so much for that.
Sir, have a good one. Do no requests. 28. I'm not gonna do no reservations. So I may as well turn right here since need to hire a damn train. $76. Got 10 hours and 5 minutes. That's 2 hours. 76. Rather come this way and then go towards the medical center area. And go where the higher concentration of people are at. We're at 69%, 189 range. Yeah, those rides are be good numbers and shit for doing the reservations, but man, you gotta wait. You gotta drive over there. It takes more than double the amount of time. Of course, if you're not trying to do the whole 12, yeah, do it. You can have like 30 minutes, but you're not doing shit. But that 30 minutes can allot to like 10, at least about $10. At least. I'm driving back this way. I got a peanut patty right here. It's gonna have to hold me down till intermission. On the watch. $6 ride. 2.4 to pick them up. So happy to get on the freeway. McGregor and almost Scott. Oh man, those were the fucking big. It's on Southmore. The third. Fuck. Come on, cars, man. You're fucking passing the red light in front of me. Motherfucker, I know you don't think you're gonna beat me to the spot. gotta turn when there's more traffic. Come on now. Third. Like, oh. Interior Western, that's the street gates. It's more that way. TSU Tigers. CUNY Homes. Where's that? See how long this ride is, man, because it was like 3 miles to get over here. So I'm thinking 3 miles should look better, but then I'll just take everything. So what does that shit? The ghost want to listen to some music. Not this one. The second entry. Looks like him. Security guard. Mr. Reginald?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a pretty cool way to open the door.
Gotta pop the hatch.
Like 12 minutes. Do you mind if I ride with the window down?
Yeah, I got you. You want to control it? I think it's
I appreciate you.
so to the right.
Yeah, to the right.
Yeah, because once I do a couple of turns, it does not know which way to go.
I already know how that be going.
So I'll burn off. Then I got to do U-turn.
Yeah.
But my name is Chris. I'm your driver, recording for RC.
It's nice to meet you, man. I like the energy. Because mine is pretty down.
Oh man.
I'm headed to work.
Like Pac says, there's always a bright day ahead.
Yeah, that's true.
Not right now, because it's kind of cloudy right now.
I hope my parlay hit though. If they hit, then
The parlay on what, basketball?
yeah, NBA.
Oh man, ain't no watch that shit anymore, man.
Yeah, watch that.
I used to watch it out, man. Man, I've been the biggest sports fanatic since I can remember, man. But basketball is not the lick anymore, man. Plus, I'm always working, but it's a glorified three-point contest, man. You can watch that at the Y. Man, I sure hated to see Luka go over there, man.
To the Lakers.
Man, I sure hated it, man.
Yeah, that did surprise everybody throughout the nation.
Yeah, but I like Luka, man, but I don't like the Lakers, so.
That's true. They did cheat. I feel like they did cheat the Mavs out of a trade.
Well, they're saying that the Mavs ownership didn't want them no more. Too much money, man. $80 million a year, but hey, that's what it costs for. That's what it.
Yeah.
That's his market value. You got to give it to him, man. Guess what? He's been first team. What? 5 years in a row. He's a great player, man. I hate to say it, but his durability, because he does too much, man. And now he's putting on too much weight. And,
I don't think the weight is an issue.
well, there's always going to be an issue with the athlete, you know. They could be that little split second faster or leaner, and
Yeah.
man, he's a generational player, man. I mean, kind of reminds me of Magic's a little bit. LeBron does too. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Magic.
Yeah. He's just overall good player.
He ain't a killer though.
Not no more.
I don't think he ever was a killer. You can have that lane all you want, Buzz. Let me get out your way. I don't know, something seemed weird about that Super Bowl, man. I was just going for the Chiefs. I don't like the Chiefs, but I don't know, man. To me that it looked like Philly had their playbook, man.
You think so?
That's the way it looks to me. Just the way it looks.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I was going for the Eagles though, but
Their front four was getting to them. That's what it took, you know.
true.
If the front four get to you, and you have more defensive backs and more linebacker too. Because Kelsey, I see he didn't get like a catching to I don't know when. Yeah, I don't know what's getting you down, but don't let it get you, man.
Nah, yeah.
It's the devil, man. You know that.
I'm good, man. I'll be good for the rest of the day.
Gotta look at the silver lining, you know. Even me too. So, me having a bad day can affect a lot of people, man.
That's true.
Like this isn't a regular job. I could die out here.
True as well.
So I always got to be on my toes, man. And I do have a YouTube channel. Here, check it out and see if I can pull out one of these cards. There's a little road raging. Police pulling me over.
Right now?
Nah, not right now. Not at the present time, but throughout my driving.
So, shit. You have a little raffle?
Oh yeah, when I get to 1,000 subs, I'm at 500 and something. So
Nice.
it's gonna take a little while to get there, but
True.
it's kind of snowballing a little bit more. But
You're gonna get there, man.
it's not an avalanche yet. Appreciate you.
What's this on YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, cause I almost crash into people like every day, man.
Yeah.
Or should I say people crash into me? Or if I'm gonna crash into them, it's because they ran the red light. Almost, was that Saturday? Man, I probably could have, would have, but not should have killed the people, man. They passed the red light right in front of me. But of course, I'm looking, you know. But the lady was like, ah!
This happened today?
No, that was Saturday. No, but it's like, I don't have to even think. It's just reaction. I'm gonna hit the brakes, you know, just like anybody's else. But I think mine's a little bit more acute, should I say?
I feel you.
I'm driving all the time, so I already.
The reaction time up fast.
Yeah. That's what it's gonna take to keep my ass alive.
Be safe, man. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, I try my best, man. But people back into me and all kind of shit, man. I can't prevent something that happens back there.
Yeah.
I live in San Antonio, but I drive in Austin. I come over here because I'm about to move back over here,
Oh,
man.
for real?
Yeah, I grew up in Harlem, Clark, so I went to graduated from Madison.
I did too. Well, I ain't graduated from Madison, but I went there for 2 years.
Oh yeah, but it was the old building style. Now it's
Yeah,
the new.
with the brick, brown brick buildings and
Yeah, the old brick,
old
when it
yeah.
looked like Sterling. Now they don't look like Sterling no more.
Yeah, it don't look like Sterling no more. That's when I went too, but
When did it first change? Like probably like 95 years ago.
probably like I'm gonna say probably like 3 or 4 years. I'm probably say 2020.
So how did you like Madison?
Yeah, I ain't learned shit at Madison. I ain't gonna lie, it got. I don't know what year you went. But
92.
When I went, bro, that school was by ghetto as hell, and all types of gangs was up there, and all types of stuff was happening. So yeah, I ain't really learned too much.
Where exactly would you want me to drop you off?
You can drop me off right here. That's fine.
Enjoy the rest of your day, sir.
You too.
The handle's inside the handle.
Nice.
All right, have a good one, man.
You too.
Thank you. It's our new clip, y'all.